back at Orwell's with their new signage. Yeah, look at that, marvellous. What am I on? I'm back on the Classic. Yeah, just a little ride. For reasons I'll tell you about when I get going. So let's get down here. Absolutely marvellous little Classic 650. When I say little, I mean it's grown up, hasn't it? I just wanted, let's get the mirrors set up as well though. Where are we? There we are. Perfect. Yeah, obviously I've ridden it before. I just wanted to check a few things that I'm not quite sure about. One is the handlebar position. They sort of come back at you and it makes me feel like I'm twisting my wrist a little bit. What's going on here? Oh, I can sneak up here, look, like that, because they're all going that way. So I'll get in here next to this Duke. Yeah, I'll bring you back when I get out of here. Right, so just clearing Ipswich now. So I wanted to check the handlebars because they sort of come in at that angle a bit more, which means for me my arms feel twisted and I'm actually holding my hands that way. I don't know if you can see that. So ideally I'd want the bars that way a little bit. So there's that, and I'm trying to work out, could I actually get over that? Probably could. I could even change the bars. Could I have something a bit straighter, a bit more like the original Classic bars? Yeah. The other thing I wanted to test was the vibration. Not at these sort of speeds. I don't mind a bit of vibration. But I'm talking about 70 miles an hour. So I just want to have a little feel of that. I want to check, now that this has done a bit of mileage. Oh, we've got gravel, look, marvellous. But most of all, I wanted to check, does it make me feel as chilled as the 500 and as the 350s does? I'd also wanted to compare it a little bit to the shotgun, because they are principally the same. I'll just get the visor down a little bit, see if I can shut out some of that wind noise. So already at 55 I can feel the vibration coming through the seat. Now I don't know if they do a comfort seat. I suspect that they do, and if they don't, they probably will very shortly. So 55, I'm starting to feel the vibration coming through the seat in, well, 5th gear. What I can't argue with is that sound is very similar on both bikes. I think maybe the shotgun sounds a little bit better. I posed the question in the shotgun video about what would you have, the shotgun or the Classic, and everyone said, well, the Classic's much better looking, and I agree. It's more blingy, it's more retro, It's more identifiable within a class of bikes, if you like. But I don't dislike the look of the shotgun in grey. I dislike some of the paint jobs that they've done. But I wouldn't say that it's an ugly bike. You see, there is a fair amount of revs before you get the vibration. See, that revs at 55 sort of dies down a bit. But we are only doing 60 miles an hour. I guess the idea of this bike is that you don't do much more than that in reality. Let's just overtake this chap. Compared to the shotgun, I didn't feel those revs as much on the shotgun. Now I don't know if the seat is different. And do you know what? Those revs, they disappear. That vibration dies down. So it goes through a rev range where it feels quite buzzy through your feet and the seat, but then it sort of dissipates. Why is that important? Well, for me, what I find is on bikes that have that high frequency buzz type vibration, do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about clunky vibration. I'm on about the thing that, you know, almost feels like it would, the sound that a wasp makes, you know, that sort of vibration. But on the shotgun, that wasn't really present. I've got to be honest, it wasn't. And I'm intrigued to know what the difference might be. So if you've considered this element of the 650s, let me know. Let me know what you think. One other advantage with the shotgun, of course, is the wheels, the alloy wheels for cleaning, the blacked out engine for cleaning, not having to polish and stuff. How does it compare just pootling though? I just don't know. I just don't know. I can't split them, you know. I don't think I can split them. The shotgun and the classic. I love the look of the classic, but I understand you can get the shotgun significantly cheaper. Yeah, for a heavy beast, I'm just sat here because we have been having discussions about the weight of these, and I do have to say that at slow speeds, I mean, this bike feels heavy, but at slow speeds it is so well balanced, it just isn't a problem. It's like anything else. It's like a whale in water. A whale weighs tons, but in the water it moves around like it's a ballerina. And that's the same for bikes. Once you're on the move, it's not an issue. And if you in traffic, if they're well balanced, and this does actually feels like it would almost stand up on its own. So there, yeah, you probably weren't aware then, no feet down, it was just so well balanced it almost stands still upright. Yeah, but I'm taking this back now. I've had another little ride. I think I've answered the questions I wanted to answer in my own head. I just love the sound of that engine. I'll go in the out because I do like to mix it up a bit. But here we are back. Look at this, all new signage. Just amazing, isn't it? I'll just show you this bike again. We'll just stop here for a minute. Side stand down. Of course it's got a centre stand as well, hasn't it? Let's have a little look. Just have a little look here. New signage. Look at that, Royal Enfield, Orwell Motorcycles, Suzuki. And the marvellous Royal Enfield Classic 650 Twin. It's lovely. Yeah.